My parents always favored my sister, but when she discovered I had $10 million, she had a complete breakdown at Thanksgiving dinner. My younger sister Chloe was the center of everything. If she wanted something, my parents made it happen. If I wanted something, I got a lecture about responsibility. When Chloe got her first car at 16, my dad proudly handed her the keys while relatives took pictures. When I turned 16, my parents told me to get a job. When she switched majors 3 times in college, they called it self-discovery. When I worked nights unloading trucks to help pay tuition, they told me hard work builds character. After a while, I stopped expecting fairness. I graduated, moved across the country, and built my own life. The funny thing was that once I stopped trying to earn their approval, everything started going better. I worked in software, nothing glamorous, just long hours, smart people, and a lot of risk. A few years later, a startup I had joined early got acquired. Then another investment paid off. Then another. I didn't buy a mansion. I didn't post pictures online. I still drove a normal truck and lived in a house that looked average from the street. Most people had no idea what I was worth, including my family. I kept it that way on purpose. Every Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday, and family gathering followed the same script. Chloe somehow became the topic of every conversation. Her promotion, her vacation, her boyfriend, her apartment. Meanwhile, my parents barely asked about my life. I got used to it. Then my grandmother passed away. She had always been the one person who treated Chloe and me equally. After the funeral, the family gathered at her lawyer's office. Most of us expected a simple estate division. Instead, Grandma left a letter. In it, she explained that she had loaned my parents money for years. Money that was supposed to help both of their children. According to the documents, almost all of it had gone to Chloe. College expenses, rent, car payments, credit card bailouts, business ideas that failed within months. The total was over $400,000. The room went silent. My parents looked uncomfortable. Chloe stared at the table. Then the lawyer read the next part. Grandma's remaining estate would be divided equally among all grandchildren because she wanted things to be fair. For the first time in my life, someone had actually put fairness in writing. Nobody said much after that, but things changed. A few weeks later, my mother called. For the first time in years, she seemed interested in my life. Then my dad started calling. Then Chloe. At first, it felt strange. Then it became obvious. Questions started appearing. How was work? Was I investing? How much was my house worth? Had I thought about helping family more? I answered politely and revealed nothing. Then Thanksgiving arrived. My parents hosted. About 20 relatives showed up. The day started normally. Football on TV, food everywhere, people talking over each other. Halfway through dinner, my uncle asked, "Still doing software?" "Yeah, doing pretty well. Can't complain." That should have been the end of it. Instead, Chloe laughed. "He's always secretive." Then she looked directly at me. "So what do you actually do with all your money?" The table got quiet. I shrugged. "Save it. Invest it." "How much could that really be?" "I don't know." Then my cousin suddenly looked confused. "Wait, you guys don't know?" Everyone looked at him. His face immediately turned pale. "What?" Chloe asked. My cousin hesitated. Then my uncle spoke. I thought everyone knew. Nobody did. My father frowned. "Knew what?" There was a long silence. Finally, my cousin muttered, "His company got acquired." I could already feel where this was going. My mother leaned forward. "How much are we talking about?" I didn't answer. Then my cousin said the number. Last I heard, around 10 million. The room froze. Forks stopped moving. Even the television suddenly seemed loud. My dad looked at me. Then my mom. Then back to me. Chloe stared like she hadn't understood the words. $10 million? Nobody spoke. The color drained from her face. Then came the questions. Was it true? When did it happen? Why didn't I tell anyone? Could I retire? The entire dinner turned into an interrogation. For years, nobody cared about my life. Now suddenly everyone wanted details. Then Chloe snapped. She shoved her chair back and pointed at me. "You just sat there pretending to be normal?" I almost laughed, as if money changed that. She started talking about family, opportunities, and how unfair life was. Then she started crying. A full breakdown right there at Thanksgiving dinner. My parents rushed to comfort her, same as always. Then my aunt asked the question nobody else wanted to ask. "Why are you upset?" The room went silent, because nobody had a good answer. I stood up, thanked everyone for dinner, grabbed my coat, and left. The next few months were interesting. Requests started arriving. Loans, investment opportunities, business partnerships, emergency situations. I declined every single one, politely. 6 months later, my parents called asking for financial help again. This time I sent them copies of Grandma's estate documents highlighting every dollar already spent on Chloe. No message, no argument, just the documents. They never asked again.